Okay, this is everything you're gonna need. I have onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, cumin, chili powder, and a little salt for the beans. So I use a whole can of beans. I have two different types of cheeses. I got mozzarella and cheddar. I have sour cream as a topping. We don't have pico de gallo, so I have just some canned or jarred, I'm sorry, salsa. Some fresh lettuce I just chopped up, or just some shredded with my fingers. I made some rice, some instant rice. You can add lime and cilantro in there, and then I have some fried onions and peppers, and then a tortilla shell. You will also need a frying pan, and for each of the spices I use 1/8 of a teaspoon and put it in with the beans and just stir it up. So now we're going to assemble this. Okay, I'm going to show you how to season this chicken. So, and this is called pan frying, not deep frying. So all these spices here, so I have like an allspice, like a table blend, no salt. This is garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, parsley flakes, or dried parsley, chili powder, paprika, and then a little bit of oil so the chicken doesn't stick in the pan. So I have the pan heating up. So even if you don't have this, all the rest of these will make this taste really good. But because I have it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to sprinkle on, there's not like a really set amount. So I am just going to shake this on the top like so. And I'm going to stick it on the side so I can remember which spice did I use. So this is my garlic powder. And then I have onion powder. And I use onion powder and garlic powder instead of the onion salt and garlic salt because I am watching my sodium intake. Oh, my cumin. I just bought this a few days ago. So of course, oh my gosh. Here's the blooper for today. This container will not open up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this shake on thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of cumin on here. Then I have parsley, and it's dried parsley. And this just gives it a nice, pretty color. It doesn't really give it much flavor, but it looks cute. Next is chili powder. Ooh, this smells good already. And then we have paprika, and this is another, it's a red powder, but it doesn't have any flavor, but it gives a nice color to the meat. So now I'm going to turn this over with one hand, and I'm going to leave this hand free so I don't cross-contaminate my spice containers. So I'm going to do the whole thing again on this side, and then I will be ready to fry this up. And I am going to fry this probably it's going to take about 15 minutes or so. Use a little cumin. Okay, I'm almost done. And you might think, well, why put on like the parsley and the paprika if it doesn't give it a flavor, but it just gives it a pretty color? Because people normally eat with their eyes first. So, and that means if it looks good, you're more likely to taste it. If it looks nasty, people are like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that. Okay, now I'm going to open up my oil. Let me wipe my fingers. Okay, I'm going to use like probably a couple capfuls, which is about 2 tablespoons. Can you guys see this? Ooh, 1, 2. Okay, that's good. I just need enough to coat the bottom of this pan so it doesn't stick. Oh yeah, 2 is good. Okay, I'm gonna leave that off because it's greasy and I'll clean it later. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up my chicken. I'm just gonna gently place it in the pan. Oh yes, let's get a closer view of this. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rest of my chicken in the pan. Just be careful that you don't like pop yourself. Okay, I can only get 3 in here, so I'm gonna pick up my lid with my clean pinky. I'm gonna cover this, and I'm gonna let this cook for at least 10 minutes on the one side. And then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, we're about at the halfway mark, so I'm just going to take the lid off of this. Ooh, and I'm dripping water all over the stove. I'm going to flip this over. You'll notice that the chicken, as it cooks, it releases juice in the pan, which is good. so it'll stay juicy. So I didn't need a bunch of oil in there. And it smells so good. Okay, so I am going to continue to cook this. I'm going to put the lid back on to make sure the heat goes all the way through the chicken. There's no bone, but I just want to make sure this chicken is all the way cooked. I'm going to wait at least another 6 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off and let it crisp up just a tiny bit, but not too much. Okay, you guys, the chicken is done, and I'm going to take it out. Hopefully you guys can see it. It cooked probably for a total of about 12 minutes, about 6 minutes per side. And it's nicely seasoned. It's still really juicy. Woo. Now I'm going to cut it up. So can you guys see that? That lighting is not that great, but it looks good. Okay, is that better? Is that worse? Okay, I'm going to cut it up. While I'm cutting up the chicken, I'm going to put in, I want onions and peppers in mine. So with this juice that's left over and the seasoning from the chicken, I'm just going to let that saute for a few minutes. That means cook. And a little bit of fat, which was from the chicken and the oil I added. So I'm just going to take a sharp knife and a fork, and I'm just going to cut. I'm not going to shred it. So my family likes it kind of like chunkier pieces of chicken. If you find any fat pieces, I would take that out. So nobody wants to eat a piece of fat. So I have some right here. Just put it on my plate. So I'm going to shred. I'm going to cut my chicken down. Okay, what I did is I microwaved this tortilla skin or wrap for about 10 seconds so it's more pliable or more softer so it'll bend. The beans, I put all those spices in I showed you earlier and I stirred it together. Chicken's ready. Okay, time to assemble. What I want to do is take a half a cup of rice, and this is just plain white rice, and I'm going to put in like 1 teaspoon of fresh lime juice. So I have it right here in this big bowl. So I'm going to sprinkle that around. I'm going to take a teaspoon of the cilantro and stir it up. That looks good. Okay, then I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the rice and just a little bit of salt to the chicken. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. Okay, so when you get to Chipotle, I think they start with the beans. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch of beans. I'm going to put it in like a log shape so it all stays in. See, that's not too many beans. Then I'm going to add lots of chicken. You guys see this? Let me move this back here. Okay, not too much because I don't want to bust the skin. Then I'm going to put in the rice. And I might not use all this rice. And that's okay. Because I'm probably going to end up making 2. Then I have my onions and peppers. Ooh, this looks so good. And then a little bit of lettuce. Oh, and we can't forget cheese. I'm going to put 2 different types of cheese on here. I'm going to put mozzarella. I know at Chipotle they don't really measure. They just kind of take a handful. I'm not going to put my hand in the bag. But okay, so I've got mozzarella and cheddar, and now I'm going to try to, oh, I forgot sour cream. Okay, so now we're going to try to roll this mug, and I have not rolled this before, so I am just going to go like a back and forth motion, so it's all together, and I'm going to go in about 1/3 of the way in, this way in, and then I'm going to try to roll it. Pressure. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's a baby burrito. Yay! Thanks so much for joining me. Cooking with Mama Bear. Make sure you stay look while you cook.